This is G-Eazy, and you're watching a Toxic Wobble Productions.
All right. Hi, I'm April, and like he said, I'm putting words in his mouth. This has been this is a Toxic Wobble production. How did you come up with G-Eazy?
Well, I just tried to. I went by Gerald when I was my real name's Gerald. I'm lying, and I went by GE when I was a kid. My initials, and GE just kind of grew into G-Eazy.
Cool.
And I was like, that's pretty gangster. I'll roll with that.
How long have you been G-Eazy?
I have been G-Eazy for 102 years now. I'm actually a vampire.
That was my next question, actually.
So
See?
I came up with the name a long time ago.
Wow. So you were like an original before Edward.
To be honest, I don't know, something like 9 or 10 years now. I started like when I was like 12 or 13.
Wow.
So that's around the time I started making beats. I started writing raps in class when I was bored. I put the two together. I had a home studio. I'd come home after school and just work on music, and I needed a name for it, so G-Eazy worked.
I like it. And that's a long time to be so dedicated.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you. That's awesome. And are you planning on doing anything after Warped Tour?
No, definitely not. I'm planning on going into a coma and just living on my couch for the next 10 years of my life.
A vegetable, basically.
For sure, forever.
Perfect. Well, I'll make sure that something good is on the TV when you're in your coma, so you can check it out. But no, are you like going on tour or anything like that?
Yeah.
Right.
We're going on another tour in September, it looks like. I am finishing up my album that I've been working on all year that I'm really excited to get out. The album's called Must Be Nice. And then I'm back to the studio right after that. There's never very much break time in between tours, in between albums. I try to stay as busy as I can. I just feel like I'm young now. This is the time to work hard,
Right.
And when you're not working, someone else is. So.
Right. Well, it must be nice that you have your own album.
It must be nice.
It must be nice. Do you have any like people that come with you on tour, as in like a full band, or do you plan on doing that?
No, it's all me. I play all the instruments.
Like,
I have a duplicator machine that I use once a day, and it just makes 5 copies of me. So it's actually like a 6-piece band.
Wow.
We're pretty amazing, and it's just a bunch of me everywhere.
I wish I had that.
Like the Hey Ya video with Andre. Just like a whole band full of Andres.
That would be cool if we could duplicate ourselves, because I know I sometimes need to be duplicated.
No. I roll with the crew. Not like a big rapper entourage. The circle's pretty small. My little brother runs merch for me. I have a drummer who plays over top of my tracks, and he cues the music. And then I have my tour manager guy, 2 Matty B.
There you go.
2 Matty B.
Do you have a favorite venue that you've played in since you've been around for so long?
Probably the Republic in New Orleans. I went to school in New Orleans. I currently live there, and I've been there for like 4.5, 5 years now, and it's definitely my favorite place to play.
Do your parents support what you've done since you?
Absolutely. My mom is my biggest fan in the world.
Okay.
She listens to me rap all day long. She just plays my songs nonstop. She goes on YouTube. She goes on my Facebook. All that, man. My mom's the homie.
Have you had any experiences with no cash where you're like, I don't even know how I'm going to get from one show to another?
Yes. We've been there many times. Like I said, I've been at this a long time, and we're finally, out of the red, we're into the green now. We're paying rent from this. It feels comfy, but it was a long time when, my manager and I put everything on our credit cards, like went out there on the road, lost money. But it's all about the struggle. That's where you find out if you want to do this or not. So it took that hard work to get us here and to build that character and to make sure we really wanted to do this. So.
Do you have any advice for upcoming musicians or anybody in general for having that dream?
Well, to quote the legendary Big Juice, in his own words, he would say, hustle.
Fake it till you make it, basically.
That's really it. I mean, if you want to do it, you got to work hard, and it's certainly not going to happen overnight. Because when it happens overnight, and everyone's like, where'd he come from? They don't know that it's been 5 to 10 years in the making. So.
Right. I know. I just saw Katy Perry's new movie, and I didn't realize that she had been working for that long. Yeah. And I was pretty proud of her after I found that. I'm like, oh, she just wasn't an instant success. She had been going through the motions.
Same kind of thing with the Justin Bieber movie. I watched that not too long ago, and I was like, yo, this kid's tight.
Yeah. I didn't watch that one, but that's,
So let's talk about groupies.
Let's talk about groupies. What would you do if you saw a gorgeous gal in the crowd?
Well, I mean, I would sing my words to her, and I would stare at her very, very, very hard for the whole entire song until I could tell that she was looking back at me the same exact way, and I would know that if I approached her after the show that, we could hang out.
That's perfect. Have you ever been turned on by somebody while you were on stage?
Absolutely. There's some very dangerous girls in the crowds these days, They know how to give eyes just like I do, so.
All right. Well, do you like, when you're on stage and you have people in the pit, do you like being groped on, or are you like, whoa, that's a little much?
I mean, I guess it can be a little weird if it's like over the top, but that's kind of why I do it, I think it's pretty tight to have girls in the crowd that are going crazy for you, So.
What is the craziest thing a fan has ever done for you?
This girl bought me a pair of Ray-Bans the other day.
Really?
She brought me a brand new pair of Ray-Bans. That's probably not even the craziest, but that's just what comes to mind right now because it just happened, and I want to give her a big shout out because that was really fucking cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's probably that was my next question, was what was the coolest thing? So that's probably the coolest thing. And
yeah, that's like holding the title right now.
Right.
That's definitely holding the title.
Would you ever date a fan?
I don't think I could do that.
But what if you saw the one and you were giving her the eyes?
It could never work.
It could never work? Why could it never work?
It could never work because, we would have came together through my music, and that's not how I'd want it to happen.
What if she was at Warped Tour and she just happened to be walking by, didn't even know who you were, walking by, and you're like, oh, that girl?
Well, in that case,
There's
if she was
always
unbelievably gorgeous and she had an awesome personality, then she might have a chance. Maybe. Who knows?
Just maybe.
Depends on the circumstance.
All right. Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup all day.
All day, every day? Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Sprite or 7-Up?
Sprite. Actually, 7-Up. I'm taking that back. 7-Up all day.
Books or video games?
Oh, books.
What's your favorite book?
The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell.
I just had to throw that in there because I wanted to know. Shoes or barefoot?
Shoes.
Electric or acoustic?
Electric.
Blondes or brunettes?
Whichever's prettier. I hate this question. I'm not, man, that's so like, I'm in between right now. I'm breaking your rules. The blondes. Next question.
Top or bottom? And you can take that however you want. It could be bunk beds. It can be something else. It could be something else.
Top.
Texting or calling?
Texting. I hate calling.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs. That's real. They're called boxer briefs.
Scary or comedy movies?
Probably comedy.
Sonic or Mario?
Mario all day. I never had a Sega.
Driving or flying?
Flying. I hate long drives. We've been there too. I hate that life.
Day or night? Well, since you're a vampire, I guess it would be night, but...
Definitely night.
Definitely
night. If I wasn't a vampire, I'd probably still say night. But, I'm kind of a baby. I always pass out early, so...
That's okay. Boobs or butt?
I thought I already answered that one.
No, you didn't.
Top.
That's not... No, we have to...
Poobs.
We have to be specific, just in case. What? In an awkward pot? Awkward spot. I don't know if there's awkward pot out there, but pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas, for sure.
Sex or chocolate?
Sex.
If there was a zombie invasion, would you trip your best friend just to get away?
Nah, we go out together, man. Me and my homie, we die together. It's like, yo, it's a wrap, bro. It's over.
Do you think you would survive?
I would survive as a zombie. We both would. We'd be zombie killers. And we'd just make everybody into zombies.
Look out for him, vampire zombie, crazy man. I'm April.
And I am Gerald, better known to the world as G-Eazy.
And this has been a Toxic Wobble production.